Wednesday morning. So today I'm going to start with crude oil. I will do Nasdaq as well, but let's start with crude oil. Same exact approach as yesterday. If you did not see the video from yesterday, take a look at it. I am only going to enable the strategy in a direction of the market. In other words, if the market wants to go lower, I'll enable only the short side. If the market wants to go higher, I'll enable only the long side. Now here is Discord. These are the levels I posted yesterday for 7 markets. Here is crude oil. As you can see, there is a buy and a sell level, and then if you can imagine, I'm going to show you a chart later that actually shows you where the midpoint is. But if you can imagine the midpoint, we are slightly below this midpoint, which means that overall the market is weaker, and as such I am only looking for short trades. So you see how crude is slightly below this midpoint. So these are the levels I posted yesterday. This is the midpoint. We are slightly below it. Now if price continues to go higher, I will disable the shorts and then probably disable the whole thing and just wait for the market to make a decision. I don't really like to trade right on top of this midpoint. I wait for market to make up its mind, but right now we're still below it and might be continuing the move lower, which is why the strategy is on shorts only for now, and that could change depending on what price does. All right, so here is a short trade. Now, the target is just $100. As I said in a previous video, $100 to $150 a day. That's all you need to grow your account. Also, take a look at the stop. Now, that's not a stop based on a certain number of ticks. This is a stop based on a pivot. This is a great feature of this strategy. You have an option to not simply put a random stop based on random number of ticks. You can make a stop based on pivots, and that is much more effective because a pivot was created by whatever forces exist in the market. And so there is just a better probability that a certain pivot is going to be respected than however many ticks you would put in your stop loss, for example. But you can see the consistency here. I was looking for a short because price is below the midpoint, and now I'm just going to let this trade go. All right, almost 9:30. We're going to open up soon. Now, unlike the crude oil, Nasdaq is nicely above the midpoint, which means in the Nasdaq, I'm not looking for short trades right now. I am looking for long trades only, and the strategy is enabled only on the long side. All right, so once again, only looking for longs. Here is a nice long trade. Take a look at where the stop is below a pivot. That is important. And a one and done. So in the Nasdaq, I am targeting 150, 100 in oil, 150 in the Nasdaq because it's the Nasdaq. But the approach is exactly the same. Nasdaq is nicely above the midpoint. I am looking for longs only. So again, If you own a license of WST Scalper, you do not need anything else. If you're having trouble, it's probably because you are fighting the market. Don't fight the market, join it. It wants to go higher, look for long setups. Why fight it? I mean, that's it. Just a one and done in both markets, a short in crude, a long in the NASDAQ, and it could be as simple as this. Okay, so just the final thing, I just want to make this point. When you see me trade, those videos I make, these are funded accounts, not market replay, not sim accounts, not evaluation accounts. These are my funded accounts. Now, if you're wondering about the total, this is a $150,000 account, but I'm a great believer in growing your accounts. I know we all want to grab money as soon as we can. If you take this advice, my advice is grow your account, because then you will not be trading in fear. It would take a lot for me to blow this kind of an account. So when I put on a trade, I realize again that trading is a game of probability, and I have no fear if I have a few losing trades in a row, because I can withstand it. But the way I trade, as you have seen, is I put the odds in my favor by trading with the market, not against it. Understand again, we are not moving the markets. Big institutions move the market. We can choose to trade with them, in which case we increase our likelihood of success, or we can try and trade against them, in which case our probability of success is pretty small. So thank you everyone. I'll try to make another video next week. Again, this week I'm very relaxed. It's not my usual trading, so probably there will be another video next week. So make sure you subscribe to this channel. I am trying to grow it, so if you can do me a favor, leave a like and subscribe and share, that would help me out. Any questions, email me. If you are not a WST Scalper license owner, give me an email if you're interested. I might be able to save you some money. I can't promise, but I might be able to. Thank you everyone. See you next time.